From a team perspective, you knew it was going to be a challenge without some, key front court guys for you against this Bucks team. But where did you feel like the difference in the game was ultimately?
I think for them it was too easy to score. I think they were just scoring all around. We couldn't stop them. So I think it was defensive end for sure.
JJ mentioned just how comfortable you looked no matter what the coverage was that Milwaukee was giving you. What were you seeing, and how did you get into that rhythm that you got in?
Yeah, I mean, it was okay, but nothing matters if we lose the game. So, in the end of the day, it's a team sport, and we got to be all together. And whatever somebody do, if it's great. At the end of the day, you got to win. So, we didn't do that tonight.
Luka, izvanredna tvoj igra 45 poena, 11 skokova, 3 asistencije. Prvi put s Lakersima preko 40 poena. Šta kažeš za utakmicu večeras? Kakvi su tvoji utisci?
Slabi. Kako sam rekao, ovo nije individualan sport, ovo je timski sport, tako da na kraju dana trebaš pobediti da bude dobro. Tako da danas nije bilo to i trebamo mnogo da napravimo da pobedimo.
Sad je back to back sa Denverom, znači 24 sata do sutra.
Da.
Kako ćete se pripremati i da li pomaže što znaš Nikolu Jokića i šta da se očekuje tamo?
Pa da, tamo je uvijek teško da igram. Uvijek teško igrati pod njega. Tako da bit će zanimljivo, ali treba se, kako se kaže, recovery. Tako da to je jedino što treba sad.
Luka, Austin just told us that the message from JJ and Lockman was like everything was fine a week ago, like kind of to, I don't know if it was intended to calm you guys down or to give you guys perspective, but I'm sort of, what's the mindset when, things are going as good as they were going, and then now, you guys are short bodies, you've lost some games. What's kind of the mindset in the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, the mindset is we gotta keep going, we got 3 really important players out. I don't know. So it's always going to be tough when there's 3 or 4 starters out, and it's always tough. But I experienced, say last year, talk about team-wise. The winning teams always go through something, and I think we're kind of experiencing that now. But we gotta learn from it, and we gotta go next game with the mentality that we can win this game, and we want to win this game.
Luka, you guys are kicking off this stretch here of 3 consecutive back-to-backs. It's 6 games in 8 days. I think it's the only stretch like that for any team this season. Have you ever gone through something like that? And just from like a physical and mental approach, how do you approach playing that many back-to-backs in a row?
Yeah, I don't think I ever went through something like that. But at the end of the day, we're getting paid to do that. There shouldn't be any excuses that you're tired. You live for this. Just gotta have great recovery after every game and just keep going.
Just a lighthearted question. Do you know Thanasis, or were you hearing him say things on the side court?
Oh yeah, I know him. I know him good, so yeah, it was friendly.
Playing the way you want to play, how close are you to that?
I know you're gonna come with a tough question for me. Obviously not there yet, but I think today a little bit more. Like I say, every day a little bit more, but still not there. Gotta get some things off my body, get them to feel better, and be ready.
Coach, JJ, when we speak with JJ, he acknowledged not all of the turnovers you got today were your fault, but I think this is your 2nd consecutive game with at least 5 turnovers. I guess what are you seeing out there that's leading to that, or I guess commonalities over the last 7 games that's led to that?
Yeah, I gotta take care of the ball. It's the ball is the most important thing in basketball, so I gotta take care of it. And obviously, they were my fault, and I gotta do a better job doing that.
Just following up on Jovan's question, it sounds like you're going to push through because you're paid to do it. So, do you expect to play tomorrow in Denver?
We'll see. We'll see about that one. Yeah, just don't know yet.
In terms of getting back to where you want to be, having to play these kind of types of games where y'all are shorthanded, does it help in that regard? Just kind of get yourself back to where you want to be?
I mean, I don't know if it helps or not, which is, I would say winning helps, and we're not doing that now. So getting back to the winning stages, I think, would help me more.
¿Qué tal, Luka? Aquí en español. Quería saber, después de estos 40 días en Los Ángeles, ¿cómo está yendo la actuación a la ciudad a nivel personal? ¿Cómo te estás encontrando con esta búsqueda de casa y todo lo demás?
Bien, yo creo que bien. Como siempre digo, cada día mejor. Me gusta el mar, así que disfruto de eso bastante. Y bueno, me va adaptando bastante bien, creo.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Check this out. Most games with
Being able to hit their threes like they did, and then while you're trying to take away the rim.
No, it was a different loss than the other night in Brooklyn. I thought our competitive level was really high. I think overall, it was a tough matchup if we're not at full strength. That's just reality. And I think particularly on the defensive end, our execution of the details, whether it was, our strongs versus Lillard and then not stronging him and allowing him to get to his left hand. I thought our greens were really bad in the post with Giannis, and our rotations out of that were really bad. But, in terms of the guys, the connectedness, the spirit, the competitiveness, it was there tonight.
You had talked before the game about Luka and Austin, and obviously both of them got going. What did you see from them offensively tonight?
Yeah, I think Luka looked very comfortable, regardless of the coverages they gave him. And a couple of those turnovers when they blitzed him weren't necessarily his fault, to be honest with you. Again, it goes just back to some execution things and playing lineups we haven't played. And then some of the turnovers were, I think he gets a tough whistle. That's a fact. And then AR, I thought was great all night. And I think sometimes with him, the tendency to want to get going early, particularly with Bron out, is there, and didn't score a ton early, but then really got it going from the second quarter on and was fantastic offensively.
JJ, I don't remember if it was after Boston or Brooklyn, but you said something along the lines of like, while we're not full, we just we have to defend and just play incredibly hard.
Yeah.
I know you said the competition level was better in your group tonight, but did you see kind of like just sort of the realization that how tough of a matchup was? Did you see it kind of dispirit your guys a little bit? Did it feel like you guys were flying around the same way?
I mean, even AR, AR in the fourth quarter, it was like a 21-point game, and Luka was at the line. He's like, we've been here before. We were here, same situation last year, and we won. Like, I think the guys were good with that. Again, Dame wants to go left. We let him get left a lot. We didn't execute at a high level, and frankly,